The Kuna Cavemen proved to be one of the most compelling stories in the Southern Idaho Conference last season. After some dominant years at the 4A level, they took the leap up to the 5A level and then in a span of 2 years made it to the state tournament. But with so much returning in 2023, they say they're going to reach for even higher ground this time around.
It's super exciting. Most of us started as sophomores and had a couple rough seasons, but now I think we're up to our full potential and ready to compete.
Kuna at least has always been underrated, and especially this year we're still underrated.
But it has become far more difficult to underrate Kuna. Last season, they earned a trip to the state playoff for their first time since jumping up a classification. Head coach Jeff Shank says in year 3, they're still climbing the 5A mountain, but they're starting much closer to the top.
We're sitting at base camp 4, and right now we've got to decide, are we going to summit this thing or are we happy with where we're at? And I think these kids are hungry, and I think they want to give it a go. So
SIC opponents are taking note of their power in the trenches. They return a loaded offensive line.
It's amazing because we've all been together through all these years, so now we've got 5 seniors on the O-line, and it's just a brotherhood.
The group turned heads during the Potato Bowl Skills Challenge, winning the Tug-of-War.
We kind of pride ourselves as kind of a smash mouth football team. We got some real big dudes up front that have been working hard in the weight room, and we're going to lean on those guys a lot.
Oh, I love those guys. Big, beefy guys in the hole, blocking for me. It's just amazing.
We're going to show up, we're going to run the ball, and we're going to show you what grit we have.
In fact, grit has become the identity.
The grittiness,
Especially through this week's competition.
Every practice, it's gritty, it's hot. We're all sweating, we don't want to wake up in the morning and work, but we all show up and get the job done.
I think that's when the competition comes out of who's better, like, oh, I'm gonna beat you this play, you might beat me the next one, but we're gonna keep going at it.
Yes, there we go.
Because Kuna itself is a gritty town, and they want to make sure they're representing it well.
You don't get it a lot often anymore where you got that one high school, that one town, one team mentality. But it is absolutely that here in Kuna. We've got just a ton of support. They want to go out there and have success, and I think they deserve it because they've worked their butts off for the last several years.
Hey, Kuna on 3, 1, 2, 3. Kuna!
All right, it's a fun week 0 matchup for the Cavemen. They're going to be taking on the Centennial Patriots on the 18th. You can find our Centennial Prep preview right now on KTVB.com, as well as all the other ones we put out so far. We're going to take a look at the Capital Eagles tonight at 10.